And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Throwing, Mariota. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On first down, West. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Going deep here for Bryant, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll make it third down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Mariota. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down. On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And take it right on the 30. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Looking deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. West going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Gary and Conley, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They go play action here on first down. Caught on the right side, Reed. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rep.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
And some room to run. Latavius Murray. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now to return, this is David Johnson. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out come the Chiefs now. Following the interception here, Mariota. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
That was second down run for Murray. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Mariota now on second down. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, Murray. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here's Mariota, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll run the counter with Murray. And fights through one man. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on it.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They go to Johnson again. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Off play action. West lets it go for Nelson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 50. Yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. A handoff. It's Murray. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Mariota. His throw caught right around the 6. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Latavius Murray with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. And this is up and good. It brings them within a point now. It's 14-13. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the D looking like they may blitz. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. He'll get 4 yards of the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. In motion, the tight end Reed. On 3rd down, West being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And they... take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
To throw on second down, West. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trent Murphy. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Let's go. 3-19. Over.
From the gun, West. Dancing to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Tenth carry of the game now. Murray. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Kaepernick going to throw, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. To throw is Kaepernick. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Some space here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And he's got room. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. John Brown, the man in motion right. Off the play fake. West flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. And even 50 yards. Back to throw. West buying time to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Tano Passanio able to get him for a loss of about 3. stepping up. He's going to keep it. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Kaepernick now on first down. A quick hitter complete. It's Hill. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Here we go.
Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
They'll try and run with Murray. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Here we go.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter down in Tampa. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Off play action. West. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Needed 13. They got 14 on 3rd down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Looking to throw. West. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Johnson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. West. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything. Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Johnson jostles free. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. And now he'll tuck it and run. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Off the play fake. West. It's caught. Nelson. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. In motion, the tight end Reed. Looking to throw on second down. West steps away to his left. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Off play action. West. A swing pass caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And the offense in a great spot. It's first and goal from the 3. They'll run it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. On target over the middle to Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So the offense has it first and 10. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And he slings one that's incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Kaepernick now to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off, Jarvis Jones. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
On first and 10, West. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go. And my goodness, another interception. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he's going to be brought down inside to 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dayon Buchanan in there to get him for a loss of 5.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
The Chiefs on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Shift together here from the D-line. Kaepernick now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Marcus Golden able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. Defense showing blitz. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. We're back now in KC. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. And the Cowboys now, they've opened things up in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's Jacob Shum now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's to the 10. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads. Took him right off his feet at the 7-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. In the red zone this time. Off the play fake. West. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Dawson for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
4 down. Let's go. Hey.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Let's go.
From the gun, Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right. He's got a man. Complete. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Let's go. Hey.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. To throw on 2nd down. West, he's going to float this. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They come out here in the eye to Johnson again. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Throwing is Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Bridgewater. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way. And you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle, that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is...